Oh, wait, look who it is. Where's your microphone? Is it working, buddy?
You hear me?
Ah, there he is.
Ah,
Hey. Yes, buddy. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just coming back to, reality.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Getting refocused and reset.
Yeah, man.
How do you feel? You look good. How do you feel?
You know what? You had those ups and downs, like bodybuilding with any prep, digestive issues, like certain things. Your mind is kind of depleted, if you will, so I just wanted to make sure my mind, gut, and spirit was all in check, but
That's funny. It's funny is I was at I'm doing a whole new way of doing this show, by the way. There's no notes. I'm just gonna go with the vibe, and it's just so we're just gonna ride it out like that. But you said right there, spirituality. I was at the gym this morning. I go in the morning. I know you're not a morning gym guy, but I gotta go. So this guy I talked to, he's older than us. He's probably like pushing 70, but he's in there every single day. He's going hard. And he comes up to me. I hadn't seen him in a while because I was up north, right? And he comes up to me and he goes, "Man, you look so much more spiritual." And I was like, and he's a writer, right? And I thought in my head, is that because I'm tanned and I haven't got my beard cut in a while? I'm like, Jesus. But I guess I'm giving off this something, giving off this spirituality vibe, which is cool, man. But not to cut you off, but so tell me, man. So before we get this started, so you're feeling like you have enough time now. You're feeling like you're a little bit reset. Your body's feeling like it's coming back to normal, or what? We'll get into why and tell your whole story in the pod. But you're feeling all right?
yeah, I mean, overall, you know what? Yesterday, I don't know what came over me. I came home. Funny story. I'm mad scrambling because I remember I talked to you. I was trying to. I thought, okay, I got some time. Maybe we'll go see my boy on the island.
Yeah.
I scrambled out of this house. Everything and the kitchen sink was with me. And I come home.
And rice cakes.
And slaves of rice cakes.
Oh yeah.
I come home. I'm like, okay, I got meals prepared. I got my small apartment freezer over there. I got my fridge behind me, as you can see. That fridge, well, the doors were open ever so slightly, causing friction. The compressor was running in overdrive. The doors were heated. All of my freezer, all of my food were trash.
Oh,
and
no.
I thought, my egg whites are still good. I go and make my little concoction, my egg white bowl, my cream of rice. 2 hours later, damn, man, the devil went and visited my stomach. I was like, why would you even attempt this? Yesterday, dude, I was in such agony. You
already have stomach issues too, so this is this is Satan incarnate right there.
I'm like, well, don't even chance it. Go through your freezer, throw everything out, and start from scratch. So I just
what are you doing?
Don't even risk it. I threw out all my food. I'm like, reset, restart.
Like that's a literal reset. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm like, my waist is in check. The 5 guys came out of me. Everything came out of me.
Yeah.
Friggin'. I'm like,
pop your camera down, so there's less space between. There we go. Perfect. Oh, okay, so you threw all that away, huh? And then you had a fridge restart.
It's a funny story. I'm like, what's going on? Why is everything room temp? I'm like, you didn't shut the freezer door.
And you did.
You didn't shut the fridge.
All right, man. Well, let's get into it. Let's shut the fridge right now. Make sure everything is healthy, and let's get into this right here. So I'm going to, I'm gonna make no edits on this podcast anymore. Like just let it flow, let it vibe. You know what I mean? That's cool. My that's my vibe of this. So I'm just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna pop this up right here, like usual. Pop this back right here, and we're just gonna play the intro song. I'm not even gonna say shit. They already know what the show is. So let's go. Yeah, as you know, this is the Ben Stortini Show. I said I wasn't gonna say it, but guess what I just did. If you enjoy this show, hit subscribe, okay? Yes, this is the Ben Stortini Show, and I'm your host, Mr. Ben Stortini. Of course, I'm not going to spell it because you already know how to smell it. So let's get into it. Adam, Alessandrini, I had to pop you on, man. So first of all, I've mentioned you plenty of times on this show, even when you're not on, just wishing you good luck with what you're doing. And I'm always very, very proud of you, of what you're doing and the hard work that you're putting in. And it was evident this past week where my friend here, Adam, I'm just going to give you an intro, buddy, was in the Nationals. So previously it was the provincials for bodybuilding, and now he got on stage for the Nationals. And this is big time, man. This is big timers. This is like going from weed to coke. You know what I mean? When you're on the streets, this is big time. So he jumped on that stage, man, and I was hoping I was going to be able to see him before he went to Toronto, but I was like, because I was on the island actually, and he was driving from the Soo to Toronto for this. But we didn't make it happen, but I totally understand. And man, you got third place in your age group, didn't you? This motherfucker got third place. I even put this up. Like, look at this, man. Boom, where is it? Come on. There it is, man. That's third place, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
Congratulations, man. The hard work that you've put in is absolutely evident, and I didn't doubt it for a second that this was going to be your result with the amount of work that you put in. There's just something different about northern boys and boys from where we're from, man. Like when we put our heads down and we get into it, you can't stop us. There's nothing that's going to stop us, and this is evident here. So let them know, buddy, like how you feeling? What was it like? What was the vibe? What was it like for someone that doesn't know what it's like to be a bodybuilder? Like, it's not easy. So let them know, like, what was this journey like for you, and where's your head at now?
Well, honestly, Ben, I'll tell the world about this. Prep, like anything in life, whether it's inside the gym, outside the gym, it takes a different type of mindset to get involved with it. You got to check off every box in life.
Yes.
I'm talking family, job, your own health. Like you have to make sure every single box is checked off. Financially, it's the biggest one. We have to talk about that. We have to talk about, what variables or what sort of roadblocks could happen once you jump into a prep. You have to think of things. Okay, what is tolerable? What is it? What can't be tolerated? Like certain things like that. But going into it with a very positive and uplifting mindset is the biggest thing. Like you have to think to yourself, okay, how bad do I want this?
Yeah.
Where is it going to lead me to in life? Because for me, it builds structure, routine, discipline, resilience, all of that. I feel so good being structured. I'm a bit neurotic. I'm a bit obsessive. And you know what? You give up a lot. I'm sure you understand from for you when you're trying to prep for a run.
100%.
You got to dial everything in. You got to lock in and
what you said there, you have to have the right people on your side. You have to have understanding from your team, so to speak, of who's in your life and who's still around, that they understand what you're trying to do, and you hope that they don't have to sit there and go, be your cheerleader every single day, but just knowing that they understand and that they're on your side is probably the best thing, right? When it comes to that they understand why you're doing this, and that's the positive thing.
Exactly, and that's a good point. I was going to say as well. It's like you understand the purpose and the why. For example, I went to a family barbecue. My sister just bought a house. Congratulations to my sister.
Congrats.
Get the family over, friends. There I am carrying my ground turkey and rice in a bowl, putting it on a plate while they're eating ribs and having a few drinks. I'm like, here's my little bowl.
Yeah.
But they get it. They don't have to understand what the whole process is, but that they understand the process of, okay, he's doing this for a particular reason. He's got to follow a strict, regimented diet,
Yeah. Well, that's going to be like me, man. Like, I'm going to Phil's bachelor party. Phil's getting married, by the way. Did you know that? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
He found that lady.
Oh.
Yeah. So super. I actually saw both of them when we were on the island. And beautiful couple,
Awesome.
beautiful couple. Yeah. So his bachelor party is in 5 weeks, and I've said this before on the show that I always, for me, it doesn't, it's not, my stage is different from your stage. My stage is like, yes, it's runs and preparing for races, but it's got to be more than that with me. It's got to be like, I got to have a date in mind of some sort of goal date so I can maintain where I'm at and get better. And so like for me, I just used 5 weeks. Okay, I got 6 weeks until the bachelor party. I'm going to try to get into even better shape than I am now. And then after that is his wedding, will be another 5 weeks. So I'm always constantly using goal dates like that to just keep myself right and keep myself structured and maybe make adjustments and just get better, right? So it's funny you said you're bringing meals. I was just thinking about this yesterday. I'm like, oh, when I go to that bachelor party, like I'm gonna have to show up with frozen meals. Like we're going to Muskoka. I don't care. I'm gonna be that nutcase. I'm the what's up, boys, and then put my meals in the freezer. Like I don't care, man. I need my lean ground beef and my asparagus. Like I can't not do it. You know what I mean? Like I'll do the barbecue, but I need to know that that's there. It's just if it's not and I don't get it in me, then it's like my structure is gone, and then and then that affects a lot of other things. So I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things. It's like you cannot risk or negotiate a couple days because it could throw us way off.
Way off.
It's
So what was it like, Adam? So you've done provincials before. You show up in Toronto, the drive there, you had mentioned before, even the drive can be stressful because dealing with, stomach issues and this and that. So why don't you run the viewer through or the listener through just your mindset of like the nerves of driving out to Toronto and then finally getting there and getting to the hotel and, signing in and once you run through what that's like, what's that like showing up and getting there and what's that feel like?
Well, that's one thing that this prep really taught me something is I want to develop better skills, better time management. For me, when I went there, I honestly will say this, it's like, okay, you figure out by the time I check in the hotel, you think you've got your cooler packed. I got my hard cooler packed, all the ice packs strategically packed, perfectly layered, all the gaps filled. I'm thinking it's Thursday. I have to have meals till Saturday, right through from pre-judges to finals. And I thought to myself, these meals ain't gonna last that long. These ice packs are gonna be trashed in 8 hours. So there I was, sadly having to throw away about 3 or 4 meals. But having that mindset the night before, making sure all stressors are put at bay as best as possible. A good night's rest.
Good point.
And I have. For me, I'm old school. I'll show you. I have it right beside me here. But when I talk about checking off all the boxes,
literally.
I went all.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I've used this for 2 years now.
Literal checklist.
A checklist from my first show, a checklist from the second one, because it's the same thing.
And that's data for you, right? So that for your next show, you can like look down, like what I do right here, what I check right here, boom. Well, I can maybe adjust this. Just like you adjust certain things in your meals, you can adjust certain things in your routine of your prep to get ready and what you're doing when you're on your feet not eating. Yeah, that's a good point. And you made up a really good point there, not to cut you off, but of eliminating all stress and trying to eliminate the stress. That's a big one for me with racing. When I do my races is like I always try to, like the night before, I always just try to like get myself beyond zenned out. Like I try to just get to a point of I can't even sleep because I'm just so relaxed, where it's just I'm just floating in my mind. And actually my last race that I did my best in, I didn't even sleep the night before, which is crazy. You said you have to get good sleep, but I didn't even sleep. I think I had like 2 hours of sleep because I just couldn't sleep. I was just it was wild. But I really, that stuck right there. You got to get rid of those stresses because those stresses can just, really get in your way of what you're trying to do. Yeah.
Well, and exactly. And it's not even the biggest stuff. It's the little details.
Yep.
They will slowly compound and add up. And it's like, okay, let's make a mental checklist, pros and cons in my head. Okay, stressing, no. Stressing, maybe not. So
what were some of the things on your checklist there? if you don't mind sharing, like what are some of the things that you're checking to make sure you're good?
Well, the biggest thing, actually, when I'm speaking upon meals, like I can see behind me, there's a bag of grindstone blends rice,
Mm-hmm.
easy, quick. So like peak week, we carb deplete, carb load. That was my, that was my best friend, man. I brought,
Mm.
I brought my kitchen scale to weigh out foods properly, to keep things structured, routined. I brought a
Mm.
hot plate. I brought a spatula. I brought a whisk.
It's
I
like you're
brought a
camping.
pot, pan.
It's bodybuilder camping.
Oh, literally. I took that hotel desk and I just splattered. Like, I
I
don't know how to
love
say it,
that.
really.
That's organized right there.
I'm like spread out.
Man.
Everything was on that friggin' that hotel desk,
Oh, it's fucking. I love that.
and I actually just laid everything out. I put stuff here, stuff there, and organized. And by day two, I'm like, oh man, like
You felt
was,
good.
It looked like, yeah, it was.
So
So
what
I
was
mean,
it
like
like?
it's
So
small.
huh?
It's just like the smallest things, like utensils, for example. Like even when you're on the road, okay, I had like this cooler I bought at No Frills, just a
Yeah.
cheap cooler. You got to
Yeah.
make sure you have access to things. Where
Yeah.
do I put the utensils? In the bottom of the freaking lunch bag. So I'm sitting there. I pulled over, dude. I'm not even kidding you. It took me 10 hours to get to Toronto,
Really?
literally. But because of that, because of the long drive, you don't want water retention, the legs, like edema, they call that. I'm
Mm,
constantly getting out,
good point.
and water levels are high at that point. I'm drinking four to
Mm,
six liters of water. So I was just like literally getting out,
4 to 6 liters.
stretching.
Sheesh. I drink 4 a day.
Yeah, you got to
4 to 6.
flush.
I'd be pissing all the time. Oh my god. 4 liters a day. I'm pissing all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. So
But,
that's cool. So you got that. You got just like you got your camping checklist. You're like, I gotta get my scale. You sound like a drug dealer. I gotta get my scale. Gotta get my, you know what I mean? You got all this shit. Boom, you're ready. You left the fridge open. Hey, say lovey. You get to Toronto. You sign in. You're in your hotel room. You got all your shit ready. You realize you gotta throw away these meals. Blah blah blah. But next thing up is you gotta get on stage. Run the listener through what's going through your mind. Like what was going through your mind this time around before you're about to jump on stage? Because this is a bigger stage. This is national. So this is Canada. This is coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Like this is real deal Holyfield shit. So what was going through your mind before you jumped on stage this time around?
well, one thing I'm grateful for was the fact that I gave myself an extra time to get down there. I stepped on stage Saturday, August 1st. I got down there Thursday. My family was flying down Friday. That gave me a full night to deload, disconnect. And I thought, all right, right now, we don't want to make too many drastic changes to my peak week, my diet, because now it's about science, how to look bigger, fuller, more striated. So I'm like, okay, don't manipulate water too much. Don't manipulate sodium too much. Keep going the way you're going, in my mind, right? I'm
When you say
constantly,
manipulate, you mean like just don't change anything. Don't change your intake of water, or
well,
like what do you mean?
yeah, yeah. So what I mean by that is like your salt. You want to keep sodium consistent, but then
Yeah.
there's old myths, but then there's new science suggesting, okay, adjust sodium, so that you don't look flat, or you can avoid what's called spillover. Too many carbohydrates, you have too much sodium. So I'm constantly in the mirror in the hotel room, checking my physique, checking things out. Okay, how are we looking? Am I holding water under the skin? So at that point, I'm thinking, this is a worldwide event. They have a show on Sunday now. So there's athletes flying from all over the world. So I
Amazing.
thought to myself, if they're bringing their best, I better be bringing my best and better. And I tried not to let that get to me. I got caught up on social media, of course. I'm seeing who's coming. I'm like, you know what? Shut your phone off.
Good for you.
I was self-coaching. Shut the phone down, shut it off. I did just that.
You did just that.
And yeah, I spent some time with my family, my sister. They all flew down. So
Oh, I saw
was a
that.
nice
That picture you sent me, your pops. It was your sister and your stepmom, right, in that picture?
backstage.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's beautiful.
So that's my team, man. That's
Yeah, that
that's
goes
my
back to
blood.
what we were talking about, the team, the understanding, yeah, that's cool. So when you say you made those adjustments with the sodium, I think I caught a picture of you. It was like you were posing right before you were about to leave for Toronto. You had a little bit of belly fat that you were checking, right? And then you go and you look at this. You look at this, and it's like, okay, so was that just straight water retention? Like how'd you kill that so quick? Like you just gone, or was that just straight posing where you just had that right? What was that?
So honestly, like it was a bit of science, but it was also a bit of posing practice. One thing I'm kind of a little bit upset with myself is I could have done a little more posing, because when you sit there and do static holds, like if you're doing like a front double bicep, you're sitting there holding for 15 seconds. That can help refine the physique. That compounds over week after week after week.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I'm in the hotel room. I'm doing side chest. I'm doing back double bicep, front double bicep. I'm doing my ab and thigh. So that will help flush subcutaneous water out from under the skin.
Interesting.
That in itself is a really neat concept. And if you pose hard, posing after
like vacuums, like doing vacuums and all that. Yeah.
Your waist is actually vacuums is not just for waist control. It's good for digestion. It's good for it helps with water retention.
Interesting.
And it helps train your transverse abdominis. So I didn't nail that vacuum down pat 2 years ago. It took me almost a year to do it. So I finally nailed it every chance I had. Like,
yeah, you look good, man. You look great.
It was just about cutting the water down a little bit, leading towards a show. But my mistake was you need water to follow the carbohydrates to push inside the intracellular muscle tissue, right? So I cut my water too hard.
You cut it too much.
I know I cut it too much. I didn't go completely dry, but I know for next time to get that pop and fullness, I could have had a little more water. And
like right before you go on stage, or like just but like the day of?
Yeah, like the day of, like say you wake up, like I had to go for my second spray tan at 4 a.m. So I'm thinking, there's one stressor. I'm panicking. I'm like, do I go back to the hotel room? Do I sleep? Because I got to be backstage by 8 a.m. So I go upstairs. I actually passed right the hell out.
Did you?
That brings down cortisol, stress. There was guys downstairs, man, at 4 a.m. in the lobby.
Getting a pump?
Sitting there. They were posing hard. One guy was like doing some kung fu posing. He was like, I was like, what? This guy is hardcore.
Got a guy down here doing kung fu.
No, yeah, you can hear him. He was like, he was just breathing hard every pose he get. I'm looking.
Oh,
over.
really?
Whoa.
And how did he do in the end? No disrespect, but
No, it was funny the way it was.
That's what I'm saying.
He did exceptionally well.
Did he?
To
each his own.
He got top 3 in one of his categories. So,
good for him, man.
But I'm like, man, I'm like, yo, should I be doing this stuff right now?
Should I be doing kung fu before I go on stage? What is going on, man?
Yeah.
That's funny. So while you're on stage, you got your body right, you got your water right. Well, you said you could have adjusted it a little bit more, but you got yourself right. You're on stage, you're posing, you're feeling good. You go through your routine. Is it kind of like when an athlete says, when you're in the game? It's funny, when I used to play basketball, it's like beforehand, or even when I performed with music, it was like before I got on stage, I was super nervous. And sometimes I'd have to have a drink just to calm my nerves down right before I go on stage. This is specifically music. But then once I was on stage, I was good. And then it was almost like not like you black out. It's just that, okay, boom, your job's done, and then you get off. What was that feeling like when you got off stage, and how did you feel? Like what was going through your head? Did you feel like you killed it, or were you hard on yourself, or were you just like what was going through your head?
Well, it's kind of relatable to like doing, like, say a guy, like if you're on stage for music, like you're sitting there, anticipation, you're just all right, okay, what's going on? So you're backstage in a pump up room, right?
Yeah.
You lead right behind the stage, and you're with your category. And I'm going to be honest. One amazing thing that I felt was from the fellow athletes, the camaraderie, the support, the encouragement. This one guy, Zulu, he was just like, just like that. You were talking about spirituality.
That picture, that black dude you took a picture with, that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he was my favorite guy out of the whole show. He's
That's
like,
cool.
let's get this, brother. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
And I'm like, damn, I could just feel that adrenaline, that I could feel that dopamine hit, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy is solid.
Yeah.
We're high-fiving. But as you lead up on stage, there's kind of like a chronological order of what you got to do. Like you got to go, they'll do what they call individual rounds. So you got to hit as many poses as possible within, was it 30 seconds? And then they bring you all up on stage. Now, the one thing I do want to get right for next show is, yes, it's early in the morning. Sometimes your body isn't awake.
What time did you have to go on stage? What time was it that you got on stage?
Well, I got backstage, like we were told at the athletes meeting Friday. I was on time. I got my little spot. Had my wagon. Had all my stuff. I think our category went on by 9:30.
Yeah, that's early. It's early.
It's like
it's early for the nerves.
It's early, right? So it's like one of those things where, how can we peak properly? I almost want to look at all the data I collected and everything the night before.
Yeah.
Where I could have made some adjustments. So because like, you know what? Sometimes you go for a big cheat meal and you wake up, you're like just popping everywhere. You're
goodness gracious! That's my tomorrow, my friend. And the gym the next day is always like I feel my strongest, but also it's like that toilet better be close. You know what I mean?
It's like some guys, they believe going out for like burger and fries, right? Because the fats, the sodium, man, you're just popping.
Makes sense.
Like
it makes sense.
For me, I'd rather keep it clean. I don't want to do that dirty bulk, as they call it.
Yeah.
I'd rather go enjoy that reward meal after. But
yes. So when you got through your routine, did you play Return of the Mack? By the way, was that your meeting? Did you?
I have the full on the video.
That's amazing.
There's two guys before me had a very, very deep, really like meaningful song, and really like they're really intense.
Like figure skaters.
After, I went, yeah, man. It was like they flowed. It was beautiful. Like,
and then come on.
I get up there. I'm backstage, and I keep thinking to myself, all right,
big tune.
This is. I'm like Eminem. You got one shot, one opportunity. That's going through my head. And I go up on that stage. I'm like, you know what? Everybody keeps saying to one another, "Have fun, enjoy it."
Yeah.
You know, it's a process of going to work.
Yeah.
Like, but I go up there. I'm like, let's shake up the crowd. I go up there. I do this. I start with my back to the crowd. I do this whole routine like I'm pulling on the rope, shaking my butt. And the crowd just went wild.
You shaked your ass to them?
I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. I can't go with it.
You're a star for that one. Oh man, that's a big tune, man. Mark Morrison, god damn, that's a monster tune. Not gonna lie.
I'm like, I had to run that one back because my coach now, my one and only coach, the only coach I ever had since '97.
Yeah,
he's actually a judge at that. He was a judge. He was on the judging panel. So I walked. So then I'm like, I see the guys. There's like this box that you stay on where the best lighting is. I'm walking around. I'm snapping my fingers. I go right to the front of the stage. I went right down in front of my coach, and I just looked at him. And I went down. And I'm just like, he's like, you took me back.
You were in your element. And that's a beautiful thing, and to just piggyback off of that vibe when you met that dude backstage and he was giving you that energy and he was giving you that push. I miss that because this last year I haven't been able to do a race. Well, I probably could now. I know I could now, but it's because of my hip, right? I tore my hip. So what I miss the most is that shit, that camaraderie, that the we're all in this essentially together. We all understand what we've put our bodies through to get to this point. We all understand the struggle and the hustle and the life that you have to lead, where if you have your job, you gotta fit this in. You gotta the meals, the kids, the wives, the husbands, this everything else that comes along with it. It's not just training for your race, it's being able to do life as well on top of this. And that's the thing I miss the most, is showing up on race day And just seeing that in everybody's face, and just knowing that we're on the exact same wavelength. Even though we're completely different people, there's a reason why we're all here and we've all met at this spot, and it's to put our bodies through hell right now. That's the thing. Like, now we're about to go put our bodies through hell, but we love it. And that's, I miss that. I haven't had a chance to do that this year, and I'm thinking about doing it in October after Phil's wedding. So we'll see, because I am feeling a lot better, and I eased up. Like, I did a 1,200 kilometers last year or something like that, 2,000 last year, and like 5 in 2 years or whatever it is. And then this year I've only done about 300. So it's been a drastic change, but it has been a needed change. So you got to listen to your body, and you got to do your thing. But I miss that what you were talking about, man. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I miss that.
Yeah,
So tell me, run us through, Adam. So you got through that, you got off stage, your family's there, you're feeling good, the Mack has returned, you know what I mean? And now it's time to go home. How long did you ride that high? So are you still high from it? Like, how are you feeling now, and how'd you feel coming off that stage and going home?
Well, I was going to say, from the morning leading into the show, doing our first showing, one thing in my mind, and in bodybuilding, you got to remember, there's like your center. If you hear the terms, "Oh, he's staying in the center," that's a good thing, because the judges have you placed as to where you're standing. So as I'm standing there, just in my front relaxed, I can hear the judges calling out the competitor numbers. Okay, number, I forget what it was, but they were swapping two guys. I was right beside center. I'm thinking, God, if I hit center, move me to center, because that's going to dictate your placing. So I'm thinking, okay, they didn't move me for the prejudging. I got off stage. I'm thinking, okay, I saw the other two athletes that were on the ends. I'm thinking to myself, I think I'm in top 3. And I was asking for feedback from my sister and my parents. I said, honestly, how did I look? They said, I don't know what happened to you upstage, but I guess when we faced the back of the judges, and it's never happened before, but maybe it's just excitement and thrill. But you're supposed to look confident and in control. I did my back double bicep, and I'm just doing this. And my sister was like, yo, that was noticeable. I'm like, I know, sometimes it happens. I was trying to justify it to tell myself it was okay. But I'm on a national stage. I'm trying to show professionalism, right? And I'm trying my best, and I was. But that shaking, and I'm thinking in my head, stop. You got this. You're good. And I was always told from a posing coach who helped me with my posing, he's like, if you're conditioned enough, those muscles will show their faces. They'll pop. You don't need much. Just sit there and just hold it. Everything will pop. But
you went a little too hard. But that probably was just excitement.
Yeah, I think it was just, it was the adrenaline pump. It was just.
And then what happened when the judges were knocking guys off the stage and you're getting closer to center, and you started, when did you realize you were top 3 in all of Canada in your age group? And run us through what was going through your head when you found out you were 3rd place.
Well, I figured I had some time to sit with it throughout the day, right until the finals at 4 p.m. And just because I know how they usually run things, I knew I didn't move, but I was so disoriented because I was like, I almost had that, like you were talking about, blacked out stage. I'm like, I said to my sister, I'm like, Katie, where was I by center? How far was I? I don't remember. Because it happens so fast. You're like, where was I? She was like, you were right beside center. I said, I think I'm top 3. I said, but what matters? And my dad said, no matter what, you already won. You're on that stage. And I'm like, I know.
For sure.
And there was 5 guys in my category, and I knew I was going to take top 5 no matter what. But I'm like, but it is important to me. We're obviously there to chase a pro card. I'm gunning for my pro card. That's what we're after.
And to get your pro card, you have to get first. Is that correct?
So the men's masters 40 plus, you've got to win your class, and then you got to. So there's like A, B, and C division. However many people are enrolled, you not only have to win your class, you got to beat everybody else.
Oh, okay.
And all of the 40 category, right?
Right. Okay.
So you're crowned the masters overall, plus your pro card is, from what I understand. But I want to talk about with other athletes the post-show blues, because it's a real thing.
Hold on, before you go there, Post Show Blues. I'm not gonna forget about that. But when your name got called and you got third place, what did go through your heart? What went through your mind? Adam Alessandrini, man. Like, did a tear fall down your face? Like how were you feeling at that moment when you knew you got third place, national?
Well, I look back at this year and didn't know where life was taking us. You know, as you know, there's some uncertainties with job securities up here in town.
Yep.
Our community took a hit, and I was nervous with this prep. But I look back at my health, my capabilities, the ability to be able to bodybuild and train every day, take nothing for granted. I thought, holy shit, I'm top 3 in Canada. I am top 3 in freaking Canada.
It's crazy.
And I went backstage and I took a video right away, and tears coming down my face, tears of joy, tears of honor, tears of passion, tears of true grit, man.
Yeah, man.
And I said to myself, there's no need to be upset. You know what? When the stage lights dim, when they shut off, and there's nothing in sight, no. You take that and you apply it to everyday life. I want to inspire others. I want to continue my coaching. I want to show people that you have what it takes if you just give it one try.
Yes.
You never know.
Yes.
And you know,
and that's why I did this show, man. That's why I wanted to do this show, is because I wanted to let you shine, buddy. This is not a normal thing. This is not a regular thing that happened. I want you to realize that you got third place in all of Canada. That is incredible, buddy. That's incredible. And you, I think you hearing it from someone else and allowing, you know, a little platform here just to speak and talk about it, that's a huge win, buddy. Like, I just wanted to give you so much props on this. Like, that's fucking huge. So I just want to make sure you do know that, and it got recognized, and just congratulations, man. It's huge. It's amazing. So I just wanted you to know that. And that's why it motivated me to do this show. Like, I just, you know, this is for you. The show isn't for me. This is for you, buddy. So congrats, man.
Thank
but
you.
Get to the post show blues. That does sound like something that's real.
It is a real thing. And you know, in the past, without the social media and us comparing ourselves to somebody else, I think that is a big thing. It's a real thing that should be discussed, you know, and I get caught up in it, and it's not a good thing. It's not a good habit to have. You know, it's not. We develop certain habits. That's a bad habit. We want to stay away from that. Steer clear of it.
What, comparing yourself to others?
Yeah, I know. I think I had that.
That's what you're doing. That's what bodybuilding is. So that's very difficult. I can only imagine.
But yeah, it's and back in our time, you know, when we grew up in a more simpler lifestyle, and we didn't have this. I remember just biking around town on my bicycle in the summertime on my prep, my very, very, very first show, and just locked in with my old Sony Shockwave Discman on my little fanny pack and my little earbuds.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, I was just rolling on the street.
The Mack. Oh, man. That's incredible.
Post show blues, it can happen to many, and I just want to tell people, don't let it get the best of you. Do not let it derail you from your future goals, your family, your loved ones. Stay solid, stay healthy, up here, in here. Keep on track, keep going.
I can only imagine, dude, where you're putting your body through all that exhaustion and all that work and all that dedication and routine and everything, and your sport is comparing everything. It's probably one of the more vain sports in the entire world, and it probably is. I mean, you're standing on stage with no clothes on, flexing, you know what I mean? Like, so to then come in and maybe lose, and your confidence is already not that high, and there's got to be guys that just fucking collapse after that just like can't handle it, and the stress is probably just like too much and go into deep depressions. That I could totally see that happening. So good point. Good point, because that's like going through a race and you trained all year and then boom, like something happens or you get a cramp or you didn't take that water and blah 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 blah. You know, you can get down on yourself after that, but you got to make sure that your baseline before you go into these things is strong enough to be able to handle the ups and the downs. And I think that's what you're trying to get at right there, that hopefully you have your basement has no leaks before you go into the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's basically like you're checking off boxes, like I was saying before. It's like, and this prep, a lot of people don't know, but I was training with lateral and medial epicondylitis, aching like a mother. I've got arthritis in this collarbone, and I have an impinged deltoid and L4 damage to my nerve.
Yeah.
So
that's not easy.
It's not,
sounds like you're 40 plus. That's what that sounds like.
It's legit.
Seriously.
Masters, but it's things like that. Those are the things I was talking about earlier about, okay, what is that something that I could push through, or is it something that should maybe better not do it? But
only person to know would be you.
Knowledge, experience, you've got to improvise. You've got to change your training routine completely. You've got to practice safe lifting, safe structure, proper bracing, all this stuff. I'm thinking 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. I'm like, oh my God, it hurts. It hurts. And it's like, so I'm sure you can attest to this, like with your races. Like how do you feel with races? Like in terms of.
Yeah, especially getting older too. It's like sometimes you can't obviously you can't control injuries just sometimes happen, but like you said, where you're saying steady safe lifting, well, there's steady safe running too. Like instead of just going like a bat out of hell like I used to, where I'm just like you're only supposed to do a couple of runs per week that are speed to check your speed. I was doing 6 days a week speed and I was like just going at it, and you know, the race that I did really well in, where I was like top 3%, 60th out of 2,000. It, coming up towards that race, I was in just so much pain. There was a lot of just physical pain, and I was just trying to get through it. Like you said, 2 more weeks, got to get through this. But the problem is with me, I didn't know what the pain was. So I had no idea what that was. So that was scaring me a bit. So I had the fear behind that too. So I just went into that race and I was like, this is going to be my last one. I was like, I don't care if they have to pull me out of the ditch. I was thinking that like halfway through the race, if they got to pull me out of this ditch and put me in an ambulance, I'm okay with that right now, because I know I'll survive. But that's where I was at physically and mentally. That's where I was at. And it was tipsy-turvy, sort of like not in the right spot mentally for sure. And that's why this year I've been able to reset and do my thing. Even though that ended up being the best race I ever had, there was a lot of extra baggage and scars from it, which I have to learn from, which I have learned from, and I can go into my next one a lot smarter and a lot just a lot smarter. Yeah, so I get you on that one. Yeah, man. But for you specifically, you feeling any, like you're feeling pretty good? Like we started off asking how you're feeling. Well, why don't we end it off? Let's see, where are you at now, physically, mentally, physically? What's your next plan and what's coming up for you?
For me, I just want to focus on getting back to a nice, steady health phase, as we call it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use the term run it back. So I'm going to go back to, not being grumpy, ornery, a little bitch, and acting. Everyone's like asking me to do stuff. I'm like, no, I don't want to. All these text messages. Well, I don't have time. I'm going to run it back before that. And no more depleted states up here. I'm going to eat.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Anybody who's never been to that, I've been there, and that's a real thing where you're that depleted. Like I had no body fat whatsoever. I was 164 pounds at one point.
At your height,
at 6'3", running my ass off. It was deathly skinny though, and it wasn't great. It wasn't good, but depleted. Like the shit it does to your mind is just a whole other conversation. Yeah.
Well, that's why it's like a perfect example. And I feel like I owe you an apology because you're like, "Are you coming out?" And I'm like,
No, but then I said, I
"Absolutely
get
not."
it, buddy.
And I'm like, "I want you so
I
effing
know
bad."
you. I
I'm like,
know. You don't have to
man,
apologize,
man.
dude. That's why I prefaced it. I prefaced it. I'm
Honestly,
like, I understand. Don't worry if you can't, because it's even just throwing you off your routine of just pulling off the highway. I get it. I totally get it, man. You don't need to apologize.
because
Yeah.
I stopped at my parents that morning, just a quick stop in there.
Yeah.
I would say hi to my parents, the dogs, and thank them for taking the time to come and see me, right? You know, because they got stuff going on. And I thought, what's one more stop? You got to make several stops anyways.
It's a lot.
But I'm like, I really wanted to see you, even for a split second. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I was
Nah.
already running kind of behind, you know, by
You
kind
know,
of back on the road.
you know what's funny is that island
You
trip
were
was
like right there.
the
You
funny
were
thing
right
is though,
there.
man, the island is a different spot for me now. And just to maybe we'll end on this, like, it's funny when I got, well, first things first, my grandpa's property's for sale. I don't know if you know that, but it's now like there's a for sale sign now. It's legit, like it's empty, it's for sale. And I did a walkthrough of it. I had the first time ever in my life that his house was locked. So when I first got there, because I stayed at Phil's mom's cottage, right? So I went over there because I wanted to walk through it, and it was locked. First time in my life I couldn't get in. So I was like, that was sad. So I had to call on one of my uncles, had to get the lockbox. Boom, got through it, walked through the house. So I did the whole walkthrough, you know, got a piece of artwork to bring home, you know, this, that, boom. I got home to Toronto, and we only stayed on the island a week, and community night got canceled, which was crazy. It's the first time ever community night was canceled because of the rain.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So I get
heard.
back to Toronto, and we get back to the house. I have to pick. I had to get some unsweetened oat milk because I need to make my protein shake when I get home after. I gotta get my vegetables in me. I gotta get shit in me after a long drive like that. So, but we had no milk, so I had to go get milk. Shoppers Drug Mart. So I'm driving down Danforth towards Coxwell, where the Shoppers Drug Mart is. Anybody knows that's the east side. And I'm like, I know that guy. I know that woman walking the street. I know that guy. I know that mom with the kids. It was like 6-7 people by the time I got to the store here in Toronto. I know this whole neighborhood. I know this block. And I think back, and then I'm thinking, I look back at the island. I didn't know anybody this time around. Yeah, a few, like Peggy at Moose Sweats, you know, Mary, Phil's mom. But like, other than that,
Yeah.
my place on that island is really going with that for sale sign. Like, I really, now it's just like memories are what it is. But when I get there, I don't have that foothold in the mud anymore, so to speak, where it's like, I don't know anybody. My true home is now here, which is crazy because now I like, look at this. I know everybody around this neighborhood. I didn't know anybody on an island with a population of like, you know, whatever it is. So it was a real like eye-opening experience. It was a very different trip for me this time around. It was a it was different and a different perspective for sure. Like, am I gonna go back? I'm sure we're gonna go back once a year, but I just don't know. It was very different, very, very different. So yeah, I get it.
I get what you mean in that a place that you once knew your whole life. It's the vibe just almost not threw you off, but kind of felt
Yeah.
different. Just like an awkward, not even awkward, but you know what I mean.
It was a little, yeah, 100%. So
Yeah, I
it's like
guess
everywhere I turn, yeah, there's memories.
you're like,
Everywhere I
wait,
look, there's memories. I go down the wharf, there's memories of
I,
my grandpa's lighthouse, my grandpa's water here, the
uh,
bank. I can remember all those things. Going on your boat, remember the Mike's Hard Lemonade, and just all of the like memories of it's all there. That's not gone.
yeah,
But it's like I used to go back there and it would feel like home, but it didn't feel like home this time around, which was
didn't feel
first time. Yeah, yeah. Like I went up for sale. My island, the island Ben went up for sale too, so to speak. You know, it's crazy. It was weird, really, really weird. So, but we'll see. We'll see. So maybe it was good you didn't come on the island, man, because it was different vibes.
I was gonna say you weren't truly your full self. I bet maybe you felt a little bit,
Well, a
you
little
know,
off. Yeah.
a little off.
Yeah, plus I was working too, so it was whatever. But okay,
Well,
enough of me. The reason I got you on this show, we're gonna end it like this. I can't tell you enough, buddy. So proud of you. So proud of you for one. Very, very proud of you. You hold,
great,
yes,
great
there it
insight.
is. You need to hold your head high. And yes, look at that, everybody. That is legit right there. That's like Olympic shit. You're number
Right in
3
my
in
heart.
Canada.
Right in my heart.
Hang that shit high, man. Put that on your wall. Frame that shit. Do something with it.
I'll be
Adam,
sharing
very
everything.
proud of you. I wanted to get you on here just to let you know, to give you your flowers and let you shine, man. So why don't you end it off? If there's
Really.
anything you want to say before we go, spill it out here.
Well, to my boy Ben here, the Ben Stortini Show, like, subscribe, share on his YouTube channel. He's always got some interesting stories. He's a unique individual. I love him like a brother. I truly appreciate this opportunity that you took to have me on your show. I am truly grateful for your friendship, and I love that we're reunited in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And just want to tell the people out there, whatever it is you're going to do, go out there with your heart fully committed and involved, no matter what it is. Whether it's building new relationships, careers, you have a hobby, you have an interest in something, you don't think you can do it, please give it a try. You will not be disappointed.
Oh man, on that note, that's beautiful, and that's coming. Listen, for you people listening here, who this and that, blah blah blah. This dude again, third place in all of Canada. So listen to what he's saying. The dude works a hard fucking job. He doesn't sit there on his laptop all day. Listen, this guy's going to the steel plant. Okay, this is not an easy job. This is a hard working dude. This is a hard working fella right here. And he also lives in a city that is not an easy city to live in. Let's all be honest. Sault Ste. Marie is not for the soft. Okay, so this is, if he listen, this is a king right here telling you this. So take it seriously, because he did it. That means you can do it too. And that's what this show is here for. Is just to give people their flowers, let them shine, and motivate people to the end. So on that note, Adam, thank you so much. You motivated me to get back on this show, man. I was just gonna take another week off, but hey, we're back, and this is for you, buddy.
Thank you. True honor to be on here. Honestly.
Appreciate that, man. And I want to thank you, the listener, for taking the time to jump into the portal with me. But do me one favor, okay? I need you to hit subscribe on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, and leave a 5-star review. Because let me explain the science behind that. You do that, the algorithm says, oh, somebody likes this show. I'm going to push it out to more people. Maybe they'll like the show too. That's how it works. So have a great weekend, and please don't ever forget, I love you. That was really fun. That was easy. That's how I'm going to do these shows from now on.
Yeah, it's nice. I like this new setup. I like that you do it. You have like a mid-show break. You do these comparisons, like comparing cars or.
Yeah. See, I cut that out this time around just because I just felt like I was doing that is cool. That's a show format for sure. But I just felt like I was forcing it, and I was just forcing things with that. So I'll most likely go back to, I want the showdown to organically find another sort of road to ride on, so to speak, just because I don't know, I just don't want to get sick of it, and I want to have fun. And the point behind the whole show was to motivate people, and to, we're all dealing with the same shit. You already know the purpose of the show. So I just want to like reset, like you're resetting. It's funny, the timing. So I'm going to reset this show a bit and just let it find itself again and see where it goes. That's the point.
That's awesome. It's just almost like a free flow, right? Just cruise with it and have a good time and
see where it goes. Because it's funny too, because you can hit record, and you as a person can change. The moment you hit record and you see that red recording, it's like you sometimes change as a person. You start to try to put on a show, and I don't want that anymore. The moment I hit record on that first episode, I wasn't putting on a show. That's for damn sure. I was like literally pouring my heart out, and I had no idea. I had an idea of a format, but I kind of want to go back to that. Just go back to and it doesn't have to be all sad, depressing shit. It's life. It's just like, oh, my buddy Adam got third place in Canada. Yeah, that's something to talk about. And that's actually quite motivating for people. So Adam, boom, yeah, made it happen. Boom, hit record. And we don't have to act like this or that, and we don't have to be superstars, So, yeah.
So what's happening with your episodes? You're doing these skits for like, I had no idea what lingo you were talking about, walking into a bar, and you kept dropping this name or something. You had an accent. You were doing accents, and you kept saying,
Oh, it those were that was a I was
"Who
that
is
was for that was an audition actually for
audition for
commercials.
TIFF?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I was
how
doing
did
that
you?
was
How
my
did?
Toronto accent.
Oh
That was
man,
Toronto
that was.
Mandem accent.
I'm sitting there one day eating my. I'm just walking, eating my food, listening to you. I'm like, what
He's lost
is
his
up?
goddamn mind.
He was awesome. You were. I don't even know where you.
Oh, I
I didn't
know,
know that
no. I
you
actually
kept
got that
dropping it.
part.
Yeah,
I got
you
that
did.
part, yeah, but I just couldn't do it. The timing was all off. I got these parts, these tapes I sent in. I got the parts, but then I couldn't do it. The dates for wardrobe and shooting all landed on the trip to Montreal. I had to go see my sister because she had a baby, so I wouldn't be in Toronto anyways, and I got to put family first. And then the next one, I was going to be on the island. So even though I sent the tapes and they're like, "Yeah, we want you." I was like, I can't do it, right? I'm sure if I was 25 and didn't have kids and didn't have family where I would have gone and do it, but I can't do that right now. I got, I gotta go this way. So
Yeah.
that's funny you bring that up. Yeah, that I was actually making myself laugh while I was doing that, which was fun.
You were, and that's
Yeah,
where I got cracking up because you couldn't keep it together
no, I
sometimes. That
couldn't.
period, that
It's
was
Cronenberg. Is Steve Cronenberg?
see, yeah, Cronenberg. That's
Cronenberg.
what is that? What is that from?
Cronenberg
What
is a
is that?
director. So basically
Oh,
they asked me they want two guys with Toronto accents. The premise was two guys on a TTC talking about movies, but they're like Toronto guys. So they have
oh,
this Toronto accent, which is people don't really talk like that in Toronto. There's a niche group in Toronto who have that accent. They're in boroughs, so to speak, and they definitely do talk like that. Like I know a guy who texted me yesterday who even texts like that. Like I can hear him talking like that even through his text messages. But yeah, so I just overdid it. Like the Toronto accent isn't that bad, but it is like that. So it's funny.
that's
Oh man. All right, buddy. Well, so good to see you, and congratulations again,
you
man. So
too.
I'll post this up. I'm not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna cut the front, and cut the back, and just post it
Yeah.
up, and it'll go up tomorrow. So there was nothing on here. I think you feel like you want to cut. You let me know before I post it. But we didn't get to. Yeah, we didn't get
No,
like that.
I was trying to find my words. I stuttered, I stumbled.
Nah, you did really well, man. You did really well. You were speaking from the heart, and you were speaking from the truth. So that's all this is
Yeah,
about, man.
I really, really appreciate it.
Nah, man, that's all good.
That
All right,
was
we'll talk,
awesome.
buddy. Get back in that gym and get back to run it back. Run it back.